Hey guys, today I'm going to show you how to get a number through your GoHighLevel account and get it through A2P registration. So you're going to be in your sub account, you're going to go down to the settings tab. Once you click that, we're going to hit phone systems right here, add a phone number right here. And what you want to do is preferably you want to have your local area code within your number. So you're going to hit filter to do so, type in your area code number and match to, you can do any part of the number, first part, last part. We want to do first part of the number and hit apply. It's going to bring up a bunch of different options that we can choose from. And this typically takes a long time when you're trying to find your specific city. So I'll get back to you guys when I find the right number. So we just found the perfect number ever. So 7663, I'm getting this for a new roofing company that we're starting, and that says roof, and it has our area code in the beginning. So that is just, so once you click the number you want to buy, you're gonna go down here, you're gonna go proceed to buy. Awesome, so here is the new thing that buying a phone number and going through A2P registration has brought up with the purchasing process. This is very new. You have to show your ID and send a picture. So if you are buying a phone number for a client, I would actually recommend buying the phone number with them on the onboarding call. So that way they are able to submit their ID and submit I think it's a photo, it might be a video of themselves to verify. We're gonna hit begin verifying. United States, yes. We're gonna upload a driver's license. We're gonna take a picture of it, waiting for it to process the ID. All right, the next step is they're going to do a little face verification. So we're gonna get started with that. It's gonna pull up a camera. You're gonna follow the prompts. Perfect, all right. Now that we are done with that, we're going to proceed to buy. It's loading right now. Awesome. So now that we have purchased our number successfully, notice here it says A2P registration is required. So we're going to start that process. So in order to get through the A2P registration process, there are some very, very key important tasks that need to be done in order to pass before you even apply to get the verification process done. So the first thing we need to do is set up a privacy policy and terms of service. If you guys do not have an active website, that's a big no-no. They want to see that you're a legit business, and in order to get registered, they check places like your website. So if you don't have an active website, make sure you have that up and running, and you're gonna need a privacy policy and a terms of service. You can get this from Rocket Lawyer, LegalZoom. Disclaimer, I'm not your lawyer, so, do things right and check with your lawyer if you need to. And two very important things that you guys need to make sure you have on your privacy policy and terms of service is you can go to the help.gohighlevel.com and go to this blog post right here. In the terms of service, you need to have all of these right here. This is a must. If you do not have these in your terms of service page, they will deny you and you'll have to start all over again. So here's an example of what needs to be in your terms of service. And then we have the privacy policy requirements. So need to have all of these, pretty much telling that you don't share or sell any information to third parties or affiliates. You need to have this in there, this little paragraph right here. If your privacy policy mentions that you share info with affiliates or third parties, that will be considered high risk translation and you might be flagged. Include this paragraph. We have the no mobile information will be shared with third parties or affiliates. Make sure this is in your privacy policy and third parties because they do check this. They'll go into your privacy policy, they'll hit Command F, affiliate, to see what pops up. And if it says no mobile information will be shared, you're good. Or they'll hit share just to see what kind of data are you sharing. Notice how we say will not be shared, will not be shared, will not be shared. That is what you want to make sure your pages say. And you also want to make sure you have the email and phone number within your privacy policy. I'm actually going to add the phone number right now because we just bought it. So I'm going to go back into Lead Getter. Please contact us by email or by phone number. And I'm going to put a custom value right here. We're then going to go into the custom values. Awesome. So adding my business phone number in the custom values, going to copy, go back into our privacy policy and paste that custom values business phone number, hit publish. Once I load the privacy policy, my business phone number pops up just like so. So we want to add that to our privacy policy and our terms of service page. Going to copy, paste in that business phone number, publish. Awesome, there it is. All right, so we have an active site. We have our terms of service and privacy policy good with all the required information. Again, go over to GoHighLevel's blog page, A2P. Next down the line, we need to make sure the info within our business profile matches exactly to the business's CP 575 form. This is gonna be the form that when you register your business, it's gonna have your EIN number, form to say that you're a legit business and not some kind of scam and that you've legally registered with the state. So within our sub account, we're gonna go into settings and hit business profile. And this is where you need to put all the information from your CP575 form and put it exactly as it is written into these little boxes. So the business's physical address, if you've registered your business under your home address, you're gonna put this here. Once you get through verification, you can take this out and put in your business's address. If you registered your business under your home address, but your client-facing address is not your home address, and you do have another address that's not registered with the CP575 form, you can change it once you get verified. The only thing that matters is that it's the exact same address for the verification process. Then you're gonna wanna make sure you have your legal business name. So I actually, just to be safe, I take out the friendly business name and I put in my legal business name for both the friendly and legal. Again, once I get verified, I'll change this to my friendly business name. But you want to make sure that when you put legal business name, it is what is on your registration form. So let's say you have a business called ABC Nails, and that is your friendly business name, but the actual business name registered with the state is ABCDE Nails. You want to make sure that that is listed right here. So sometimes businesses have LLC when they're registered. You want to make sure to put that LLC right here. So you want to be really specific. So just match whatever's on the form into these boxes. Put yourself as an authorized representative, put in whether you're a corporation, LLC, a nonprofit, and then you're gonna put your business industry, your EIN number. If you are not registered, you can pick my business is not registered, but I will say if your business is not registered, you will not be able to go through the A2P registration process. So get that registered. You're gonna update all your information. And all of this down here, I would not pay attention to it. Now that we know that all of our information within our business profile settings matches our registration forms, we're going to have to create some automations for help, stop, and start messages. So how we're gonna do that is go back into HighLevel. You're gonna click automations, and we are going to create workflow, start from scratch. Let's start with our start. This is crucial that you guys have this. Don't skip over this because people on the other side that are verifying your number are checking these things. They'll use your forms, they'll contact the number to see if you have these verification processes intact. And if you don't, you're gonna automatically fail. So workflow, we're gonna go add a trigger, and our trigger is gonna be customer replied. So you're gonna type in customer replied, click the event, add filter. We're gonna go contains phrase, start. Once we have that, we're gonna go save trigger, and we're gonna hit the plus, and we're gonna add a SMS. All right, so once we click our SMS action to take place once the customer replies start, we have our message. It's gonna be happy to have you. You've successfully opted into your legal business name. For the verification process, you guys, again, you can change this once you get verified, but you want to have your legal business name. I create a custom value so it can just pop up, hit save action, and we're going to send us an internal notification as well. So that way we can kind of monitor what's going on. Particular user. We're gonna add our team contact name. We're gonna go contact because we want the person who opted into our system. We wanna know who they are. So, hey, so-and-so, perfect. So we're also going to add, I forgot to add this, but you wanna add this right here. You're gonna go D&D. You wanna go D&D disabled for all channels. So that way they are able to receive messages, save action, and now we're done with that one. On to the next workflow. We have a reply opt out. So stop anytime a customer replies stop. We're gonna add trigger, customer replied, add a filter, contains phrase, stop, save trigger, send them an SMS. All right, we're gonna hit SMS, paste in our messaging. You successfully opted out of your legal business name right here. Reply start to opt in. Save that. Gonna go enable D&D, select enable D&D for all channels. So that way our messaging will not go through because they've opted out. Save, and then we're gonna send ourselves an internal notification so that way we can monitor this, see who's opting out of our messages. Bring a particular user, select the team, and then, hey, contact name, just opted out of Solus Roofing messages. So this again is gonna be sent internally to our team. So that way when somebody opts out, we will be notified and we can kind of see what's going on. Perfect. So we have the internal notification. We have them D&D'd once they opt out. Sounds good. Now heading over into the help workflow. So create, we're gonna go reply help. Customer replied, Add a filter, contains phrase, help. Gonna send them an SMS. And this one I want to be a little bit more casual and actually seem like a human is trying to start conversation with them. So we're gonna go question mark. So that way it's getting the conversation started without you actually having to answer anything. We're gonna go save action. And again, we're gonna send an internal notification. So send internal notification. So that way the team is alerted that somebody is trying to get assistance through our texting line. Contact full name is messaging. Their contact name will pop up here, is messaging through the Solus roofing helpline. Message them now to see what they need. Perfect. So that will send to our team immediately once that trigger is kicked off. All right, so now that we have all three of our workflows working, we want to make sure that they are published and not in draft. So what we're gonna do is click on these three and hit publish all right here. Publish three workflows. Yes, we wanna do that. Awesome, now that we have all those automations complete, we wanna make sure that we have these two consent boxes in all of our forms, even in forms that may be in calendars. So if you have calendars set up, this is what you wanna watch out for. But if you're just starting your business and you haven't really created many forms, just add these to all your forms, but I only have one form that I'm gonna use this in right now because I don't have a lot of forms. So we're gonna add these to messaging. Again, you wanna make sure message and data rates may apply, text help to the business phone number you just bought. So you wanna populate that in there, text stop to the business phone number you just bought, and message frequencies must be in the consent box. So this is super, super important. We cannot miss this. Let's go back over into GoHighLevel. We're gonna be in our website tab right here. Go over to form, go into the builder. We're going to go into the contact us form. I'm gonna go into my form right here and click into the TNC boxes. It looks like I already have two messaging boxes going, but I wanna make sure these are exactly how they're supposed to be. So I'm actually going to delete this out of here and paste in the messaging that I need, just like so. I'm gonna go back and copy this over and paste this into that as well. Again, like I said, you want to put in your legal business name within this messaging, especially for the verification process. And you want to type in the phone number that you just bought through GoHighLevel. All right, we want to make sure that these terms and condition buttons are not required. You can toggle them on to make them required, but we need them not required for this verification process. And we also want to make sure, this is really crucial, that we do not have the phone number box required as well. So there's that required button. It will typically pop up a star, but we want to take that away. So lastly, within our forms, we want to make sure that the privacy policy and terms of service pages are at the bottom of our forms. So, right, I'm going to go over to my privacy policy page within my website, take that URL, go back into GoHighLevel, and I'm going to select and highlight this privacy text right here. Hit the three dots, hit link, and paste my privacy policy right here, confirm. And then I'm gonna do the same thing with the terms and service. So that finishes that up. To go back over what you need within your forms, you guys need to have your privacy policy page within your website linked right here. You need to have your terms and service page from your website linked into your form. And you also need these two messaging consent boxes that have your number that you just bought through GoHighLevel and your legal business name in it. Make sure that these two messaging boxes are not required, and you wanna make sure that the phone number field is not required as well. We have our privacy policy and terms of service link in our form, and we need to make sure it's at the bottom footer of your website. So I need to add that real quick. Let's go back into our website in the Sites tab. Click on our homepage. This is super, super important. You're gonna go to the footer of your website and notice how it says privacy policy right here. You're going to click that, highlight it, and click the link button right here. Paste in your privacy policy link. Hit save, and you're gonna want to do the same thing for the terms and conditions. So highlight it, click paste in that URL, hit save, hit publish. And because my website footer is a global section, notice how it's a dark purple. That means global, which means that this section is pasted within every single page of my 62-page website. So that change was made to all 62 pages. If you do not have a global footer in your website, you need to go to every single page of your website and change the privacy policy and the terms and conditions text to a link in all of your website pages. This should be everywhere. If you want to make it a global section, all you got to do is click this section. It'll typically be green. You will hit this save button and it'll pop up save as a global section or save as a template. hit global section, it'll turn purple, and then you can have this section be all over your website. And if you make a change to one page, it'll make it to every single page. It just makes it super easy. So now that we've done that for our desktop version, we need to hit our mobile version and do the same exact thing. Highlight the text, click a link. All right, let's move on. All right, now that we have everything set up, we have an active website, our privacy policy in terms of service page is good. It's linked into our forms and into our website. We have our messaging right, and we have our automations complete. We are going to go back into the settings tab of our GoHighLevel account, and you're going to go to phone systems again. When you're in phone systems, you're going to notice this big red banner that says your A2P registration is incomplete or failed. We're going to hit start now. So we're going to do start registration now and go through the following prompts. Everything I do within this video is for the US. If you are in Canada, watch a video that is a Canadian, because I have no idea what y'all got going on over there. Or if you're outside of the US, read into your registration process a little bit more. It might be different, but this is for the US. So does your business you're registering with have a tax ID, an EIN, etc.? Yes, this business is registered. We're gonna hit continue. These details are important for your A2P approvals. Lead Connector will submit this information to the campaign registry, TCR, during the registration. Based on this information, TCR will approve or reject your registration. So please make sure all the details exactly match those in your US EIN listing. So if there are any differences, for example, in the business name, number, or address, your application will be rejected. This is super important. Make sure all your capitals are correct, your spelling is right, because if it's not exactly how it is on your registration form, you will fail. Business industry. All right, everything looks good. So we're gonna hit continue and make sure our address is correct. Continue. And for the authorized representative, what I would recommend, because you don't have the phone number that you bought through GoHighLevel registered yet, so you can't really receive text messages, and we haven't forwarded it to our personal phones, so that way we can receive the messages to our personal phone, even though it's through a different business number. I would recommend putting your personal number in the phone number area of the authorized representative just for the verification process. This is the only place I would recommend you putting it. So that way, if something goes wrong, they can call you directly and you can get a hold of them. We're gonna hit continue. Most everybody will be doing a low volume standard. The only type that do a high volume standard is if you're sending up to 600,000 segments per day, so messages and emails. And then you're gonna wanna check this I acknowledge box, pretty much saying that to register for the brand and campaign registration, it's a one-time of about $25. And you're gonna hit continue. And then this is the part where most people fail. You want to make sure this is right, because so many people skim over this and fail verification because they didn't read the fine print. Low volume mix is what you're going to want to have up here. See examples, copy over one of these text boxes that work best for you. And once you have it in there, you're going to see that it says company name. You want to delete that and change that out for your legal business name. Super important. You will fail if you just leave it as company name. So this campaign will be used by legal business name to reach out to clients who have opted in to receive messages. Simple message 1 must include lead name, your name, business name, and opt-out language. Super important. People just skip over this. They'll use the example text message and not change out what needs to be changed. So this is Dustin from, please reach out to, where it has the number, you want to paste in the business phone number that you just bought through GoHighLevel. In case you need to reschedule, reply, stop, unsubscribe. All right, so notice our message has our lead name, Ava, our name, Dustin, our business name, Solus Roofing, and appointment confirmed. Please reach out to our business name that we just bought through GoHighLevel in case you need to reschedule. So that looks good. We're gonna go to sample message 2, see example. All right, hello, this is Dustin. So notice how this example message doesn't have our business name. It doesn't have our lead name. So you want to add that. So hello, John, our lead name. This is Dustin, your name, from Solus Roofing. Your business name, we are confirming your appointment tomorrow at 9 a.m. Reply stop to cancel. So it has our opt-out language, it has our lead name, our business name, our name. So that looks good. You just want to make sure that you have whatever it wants you to have. It'll be in fine print right here. Make sure you add that, otherwise you will fail. These are already checked. I would just leave those. Then we're going to hit continue. Again, go to see examples, copy this. We're going to grab, so end users opt in by visiting. You're going to paste in your contact form page within your website. So solusroof.com. I'm going to go to our get a quote page. This is the link that they would use to opt in. We're going to go back to GoHighLevel, and we're going to take this link out. paste our actual link in there. So end users opt in by visiting solisroof.com/get-a-quote and fill in their details. Users check a box to receive notification promotional messages to provide their consent. Yes, that is true. Opt-in message. Gonna go see example, copy, paste. You've successfully opted in to receive notification promotional SMS from, I just noticed something actually. We have our legal business name in the use case description, but then in our sample messages, I have hi lead name. This is Dustin from our friendly business name, Solis Roofing. Instead of our legal, we need to add our legal. So let's change that out. That was my bad. Make sure you have your legal business name for registration in all your messaging. So we're gonna hit continue. We're going to put in our URL. Then we're going to go see example, copy this in here. You've successfully opted in to receive messages from, again, put legal business name, don't put friendly. Must contain business name and opt-out keyword. Yes, looks good. And then we're gonna hit submit. All right, so once we hit submit, it's gonna populate to this A2P messaging. The review is in progress. You'll see that once this is verified, it will hop onto the campaign part. So now you just wait about 3 business days. So it's been a few hours since I submitted the registration process. So within the phone system, you're going to go over to the Trust Center, and the brand was approved, which that typically only takes a few hours. And now, as you can see, the campaign itself is in progress. Right, guys, update. It's been a few days. The phone number is now A2P compliant. The next step that we need to do, and the last step in order for this phone number to actually work, is create a forwarding number right here. So whatever number you want to forward it to, whether that's like your personal phone number, that way, anytime your business calls, it'll show up as your business name on your phone, like you're getting a regular call to your phone. So we're gonna go 3 dots, edit configuration, and we're gonna name this, and then we're gonna go forward calls to, we're gonna type in our personal phone number right here. That way we get it to our personal phone. And right here in the whisper message, this is kind of cool. It'll say call from your business name before you pick up the phone. So that way you know if it's a lead calling you. Now we're going to hit save, and we are going to test this out real quick. Hello?
Solis Roofing, how may I help you?
Hi, Dustin from Solis Roofing. This is McKinley from Solis Roofing. How are you?
Oh, yeah, you didn't pay your bill last time. We're serving on inspecting your house.
Okay, bye. Perfect. So now the phone works. If you need help, comment some questions down below if you have any, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.